People. Que pasa, suck, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. First thing that is popping in the news. Less than 24 hours ago, I saw a very disturbing video. Now, it is not the most disturbing video that I've seen. However, it is disturbing because of certain reasons. There's a lady that begs in New Kingston, right by the NCB Bank. Her name is Yanique. Anybody that goes to Scotia Bank, NCB Bank, across the street opposite to each other, should be familiar with this lady because she begs everybody. She is what we call a very aggressive beggar. She thinks that you owe her something. However, she has pretty much hit some sorts of hard time, and she is not following what Whitney Houston said. CRACK is whack. So therefore, she is high. Now, in this video, there was a man, apparently, he did not read the notice board. He is not familiar with this lady. However, what is so sad about this video is that this man, big and thick. This man happens to be either A, license firepiece holder, or B, a pawpaw. Maybe he is both. My point is this: Yanique, using her regular strategy, begging strategy, she approached this man with her hands out, begging for whatever denomination of note that she thinks she needs for the day that fits her need. She was walking him down. She was trailing him, and people, this big thick man wheel and pop off and point his tool at Yanique's face, Yanique's head. Obviously, she might be HIGH, but she's not no sort of fool. So pretty much, she knows danger enough even when she's under the influence. So people, I am going to show you the edited version of that video, and then I am going to give my piece.
What's fair, mama? What's that? I want the bomb back like this. Somebody else an idiot? Clot. I want me just witness a while ago. You got a bomb back jail. Let me see your license plate. This a man and if you got jail. Let me see your license plate. 4920 Kilo Charlie.
Now people, like me say, I kinda edit the video. I took out the part in which him wheel and pop off and point the tool at this lady because of YouTube's policy, PG-13. And I also edit it because sometimes Yanique kinda dress up scantily. That means that she is showing all of her merchandise, all of her assets. So therefore, that might also violate YouTube's policy. Now, for all of you persons that have been living under a rock, too caught up in your uptown lifestyle, are not familiar with who she is, I am going to show you a video, and then I am going to give my piece as it pertains to the first video, as it pertains to Yanique herself. Take a listen, take a look.
Where you say now, Yanique?
Good night, Jamaica. Peace and love in this city. May I beg you $1,000, please, to buy one juice and a drink.
So you want me to give you $1,000?
Yeah, for buying juice and food.
So how your chest are?
Because that can't help me. And we can't help me, I take. I'm not getting in trouble. I'm not telling nobody. I'm not telling, I'm not rob nobody.
No, Yanique, you can't get $1,000.
I'm not rob nobody.
You can't get $1,000. I come outside.
The 500.
No, I'm not $500. Oh, your chest are high?
Lord, my friend, oh God, man.
Come on, man, Yanique.
I'll buy the juice and the food and give me.
Alright, I'll do
buy
that.
A burger and a milkshake.
Alright, I'm going to do that.
I want one of them nice.
No, I'm buying an Island Grill.
No.
Island Grill,
No, I want Burger King.
Burger King.
And the milkshake.
Your chest high, man.
And I want a Heineken.
Eh?
Thank you, for real. It's better than Coke. I chew it out, my friend. Jesus
Alright,
love me.
let's see what. See you get it now, there, Yanyan.
Yeah, bye-bye. You don't feel it for me.
Alright.
Last time I said thanks.
Now, people, the man that you heard talking to Yanique, he is like most decent Jamaican. Them read the notice board, they are fully aware of what is going on. From you go to New Kingston, you're supposed to know Yanique more than any other landmark in a New Kingston. So therefore, this man handle the way that you are supposed to handle the business. Just like when me see her, and she come and put out her hand, me put out my hand, and then she usually just retreat. However, in the case of this man, we see say, this man, me no know what him up to. Was he showing off? Did he feel as if his life was in danger? How is it that a big strapped-in, thick man look like him couldn't play NFL football or some sort of defense man? Feel as if his life was in danger for this woman, petite from she born, and the fact that she is under the influence. She have some sort of weight loss program from the Cindy Breakspear. Me no know how him fear for him life. Maybe this man is just a coward. Maybe this man is just fearful. Maybe this man just has a fear of living in a Jamaica. So therefore, everybody he sees as some sort of person that is going to hurt or harm him. Isn't this some sort of violation of the FLA rules and laws and regulation as it pertains to fire peace? Because people, me not see no sort of danger that Yanique could have bring to this man to make him feel as if him have a wheel and pop off. The lady is about £100, maybe about 80-something pound. This man maybe about £300. So therefore, how does he justify his action? The FLA, the JCF, they need to look into this one, and this man should be brought to court. This man should get some sort of reprimand or even losing fire peace. However, people, we understand that in a Jamaica, when you're brown and you have that uptown characteristic, you can pretty much get away with murder, was some sort of FLA violation, point blank and period. Now, people, let me tell you who this Yanique is. Yanique is a type of person, like me say, a very aggressive beggar. She thinks that she is entitled. Like them say, beggars are not choosers. She tells you what she wants and she tells you why she wants it. And therefore, most time, because of her psyches that she uses, people usually give in. However, the fact that most persons know that she's on the Cindy Breakspear, they are not willing to give her cash. However, people, if you can buy her food, and sometimes, me don't know where she put that much food in that little body. However, people, hopefully, Yanique, some sort of person will intervene. There'll be some sort of intervention and get her some sort of help. Now, the sad thing about Yanique is that Yanique was one of those hot girls in the dancehall space. One of those girls with all sorts of pretty care, of all sorts of uptown, all sorts of drugs dealer. However, people, like them say, when a DEAD, don't dash it away. So hopefully, Yanique can find her footing. Hopefully, she can restructure her life. And hopefully, she can live the life of a decent person in a Jamaica. However, people, it kind of looks sticky right now. Point blank and period. Now, the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called Pirates of the Highway. Now, people, there's a new scheme in which gunmen pull up on people that drive truck for these big commodities companies. Them hijack them, stick them up, take away the truck. If they are lucky, they leave them alive. However, in some cases, it is pretty much the worst case. Now, there's a young man named Dane Brown. Dane Brown works for Facey Commodity. It is said that Dane Brown was transporting some goods, flour, rice, oil, to Western Jamaica when he was hijacked by some GUNMEN. close to Faith's pen. It is said that the gunmen blazed up some can upon him in the truck. He lost control. The truck overturned somewhere in a Monique. It is said that the residents in the area, people and looker, them start to pretty much load the truck. Take out everything. Poor roll up on the scene. The only thing that they saw, a truck turn over. All of the merchandise gone. People gone with it. Shopkeeper, residents, the average Joe, the average Jane. Any and everybody a ticket. While Mr. Brown lay there on the ground. People just have videotape. People were less interested in helping him. They want to make sure that they can get some sorts of gain from this. So people, it only shows you the attitude of our Jamaicans. Don't know if we licky or we hungry belly or what. We are selfish. We are a set of selfish people. We do not care about our brother. We are not our brother's keeper. Once we see a situation, we see people hurt. Instead of giving them some sort of assistance, we make the situation worse. Don't know if it is because Jamaica is a poor third world country. However, I think that it is more the mindsets and the greediness, the lickiness of the people. Now people, like I said, this is a trend that has been happening for a little while. Sometimes it is internal. Sometimes the truck driver is the one that gets these gunmen to rob the people and merchandise and act as if they are a victim. However, in this case, it seems as if this was some sort of random case of robbery that went wrong. Because obviously, after the whole incident, the gunmen, they did not get the truck with the merchandise, which they were trying to hijack pirates of the highway, like I said. Because it crashed and people up on the scene, the gunman have to take for themselves, and the people and the residents took whatever was available. So the tragic thing about the whole thing is that even though these gunmen try to hijack for their own selfish gain, this man lost his life. They did not get anything. However, the people, instead of helping this man, taking him to the place of recovery, they were more interested in getting the loot. People, that is sad. Point blank and period. Now, the next thing that is popping in the news, Jamaicans are some of the most innovative persons. However, they are mostly innovative when it comes to negativity, when it comes to crime. In Clarendon the other day, the Narcotics Division, they were doing an operation along with the THR3 T3N3D-To-K, pretty much random search of vehicles to intercept any sorts of goodies, Bob Marley or Cindy Breakspear. It is said that they pulled over a tow truck. On that tow truck was a vehicle, a Toyota motor car. When they searched said vehicle at about 9-something a.m. in the morning, they found some knitted bags. In those knitted bags were some Bob Marley. 1,600 pounds, estimated street value, $6.4 million US. People, I don't know how they come up with their value. Sometimes it is off, sometimes it is on. It seems as if they have different way of calculating. Don't know if it is because of the pedigree of certain weed, certain cock-up people. Me not really know. It is not very scientific. As a matter of fact, it is off most of the time. Anyways, when them search the vehicle, like me say, that was on the tow truck, them say, listen, these people are up to no sorts of good. So people, what it shows you, instead of the people, them have some sorts of convoy, somebody in at the front, telling that, listen, poor, they up here, so slow down or turn back. They now are using a different strategy. They are putting the vehicle with the Bob Marley on top of a tow truck. So therefore, they thought that if the poor stop the tow truck, them just want to check and see if the paperwork is okay. They are not going to check the broke down vehicle on top. However, people, they are wrong. Moral of the story is this. The poor, just like how you are thinking as if you can buck the system. The poor have seen it all. The poor have heard it all. Poor internationally and Jamaica, they are communicating. They are trading information of any likely scenario, whichever way you want to call it. So therefore, anything you're going to try, them are going to know about it. They are going to be hip to it. It is not as if we are not living in an information social media age. People kind of hip to everything. So therefore, the best thing, do the right thing or the wrong thing is going to do you. However, people, like the saying goes, nothing beats a trial but a failure. However, this was an epic failure. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos straight to the point, no sorts of beating around the bush, show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, whenever you are rising in life, there's always going to be a set of vipers. They see your potential. They realize that your ceiling is in the stratosphere. When they look at themselves, because of their insecurity and mostly because of their hate, because they are pretending to be something that they are not, and they realize that you are real. They see themselves that their ceiling is in the cellar, in the abyss of hell. So therefore, for them to feel as if they are up, they are going to do everything within their means to bring you down. Point blank and period.